We're here in the beautiful Paris, and we meet interesting people like the CFO of Binance. Nice to meet you, Wei.
Very nice to meet you as well, Wessel.
Yes. Binance, lots of news. Recent news is, of course, to start with, because it's a hot topic, the delisting of Bitcoin SV. What made you decide to delist the coin?
Not Bitcoin, SV. I think a lot of decision went into it, and which I won't disclose. I think you can basically go to our website, and we basically have a very detailed explanation on why we delisted, and you can go to our website and read that.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So do you think that's a good measure to make the industry also more healthy?
I think the industry needs our industry needs to basically build trust, and I think that's a key part of it, right? And I think that's a key part that one of the values that we believe in, right? In terms of, and I think that's something that we hope to encourage as well.
All right. Lots of activities in Binance. For example, perhaps you can tell something about Australia, and you can actually buy Bitcoin at different kiosks, different shops.
Yeah. So about 3 weeks ago, when I was attending a conference in Adelaide, we announced the launch of our latest product called Binance Lite, which is a crypto buying. It's a very simple crypto on-ramp where users can go to local kiosks of about 1,400 in Australia, basically simply buy Bitcoin with cash, and then deposit it into any wallet they choose to. Of course, we recommend them using Trust Wallet. So for that, we hope to be able to roll out into other countries as well.
Right. Any countries on the list, or?
There's a couple. Yeah. So if any businesses that have a network of kiosks, because those are news kiosks, like the 7-Elevens, convenience stores, any networks that you want to activate into basically a cryptocurrency point of sales eventually, that's something that you can talk to us about.
Right. Another topic that has recently come up is the Binance Jersey. You have the Euro pair now. Is it something? How is it going with Binance Jersey?
Yeah, so Binance Jersey, we launched it in February of this year. And then right now, it enables fiat to crypto trading in between Bitcoin and Ethereum paired with euros and British pound. And I think that is right now where we want to basically lower the threshold, making it easier for users to access cryptocurrency and to enter into sort of ownership of cryptocurrency. So for Binance Jersey, we've basically made the threshold very low, 0 deposit fees, the lowest trading fees in the market right now, and we really hope to basically encourage users to try it out, and then make that a very easy on ramp in Europe.
Your profile is you're Wall Street, from Wall Street. So is one of the plans perhaps to also go to the USA and have a USD pair and etc. USD gateway?
Yeah, US is a very, very important market for our industry, and we hope US is on the roadmap for us.
Any plans in that particular, or are you in talks with the regulator there?
Yeah, I can't discuss any details right now. All I can say is that we hope to land in the US in the near future.
Because we see the New York State regulator is pretty strict. They approved the application of Bitstamp, but they denied the application of Bittrex. So.
Yeah, I can't comment on sort of regulatory. I just think that in terms of this industry, I think technology tend to run ahead of regulation, and so as a result, I think. But that doesn't mean regulation and regulators are not smart. They know what they're doing in terms of how to foster growth and to maintain oversight in this industry. As we've seen here in France, we have a government that is actually developing very progressive legislation, and they're proposing it to the European Union now. We really hope that the industry here in Europe will get behind that and basically be an example in terms of leading a progressive regulatory regime to encourage innovation.
Right. Well, a personal question: what actually did attract you in Binance? Because you could also make a career. You were making a career in Wall Street, and then you choose to actually go to a scale up or.
Yeah, I really believe in the vision that CZ has in terms of building Binance to be a platform that makes the world a better place. Because I think, for example, some of the stuff that we're doing in Africa through our Binance charity or blockchain charity foundation, how do we use blockchain to basically bring transparency and to bring trust back in terms of donating, right? Because I think there are many use cases of blockchain technology. And I think what makes Binance really different is that our core engine and our core revenue generator is our exchange, but we're here to help the ecosystem to grow. We have many other initiatives outside of the core exchange, such as labs, Binance Academy, as well as Travel by Bit in terms of building more use cases. And I think and my role is basically I hope to be the bridge between sort of the Bitcoin, the Binance or the cryptocurrency world, and with the traditional world, because I think we're still very small and very early.
All right. If you look at new products, for instance, you have Binance Launchpad, was quite successful. Did you expect it to be this successful?
The quick answer is yes. Yeah, I mean, because I think right now, I mean, all the Launchpad showed is that when you have good projects, when you have good entrepreneurs, when you have good teams, good ideas, people still want to invest and place bets on those ideas and those teams. And for us, the initial exchange offering for us, or the Launchpad platform for us, offers projects a fundraising opportunity, but at the same time, it also offers them exposure. It offers them a kick to kickstart the building of their community by leveraging on sort of initially, I guess, the Binance community, and to give them an opportunity to basically, for the entrepreneurs and the innovators to basically, to bring themselves to the world. And I think we need more of that.
All right. You're still dependent on sourcing new talent, sourcing new quality. I mean, you're still dependent on the quality of these projects.
Absolutely. Absolutely, yeah. Because what we don't want it to become is we don't want it to become a speculative platform where people look for outsized returns. Because I think this is something that we want teams to basically be builders, be bidlers. I think that's something that we look for. So there's that value system that we look for in these projects and in the innovators as well. I
heard this rumor that SurTech will be the next one. Can you confirm that SurTech will be?
I don't. I mean, the next one right now is Matic. Right.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the one that we're launching later this month.
Okay. FK, we gotta just have to. What are actually the plans for the near future? Any milestones? Of course, we have the Dex. You're building your own blockchain. What's the status of that?
Yeah, for the Binance chain, our Dex is something that we're launching the mainnet later this month. I think it'll be a constantly work in progress, and we hope to continue to improve upon. But all that is that we want to make the exchange product faster, easier, and more accessible.
Yeah, there was some criticism on YouTube by, for instance, Chico Crypto by Tyler, who said, for instance, Blocknet is a Dex. They developed Dex technology. And the criticism was that actually Binance was asking too much information from Blocknet and could potentially use that information for their own DEX. What do you think of that?
That goes against sort of the whole philosophy of trust building. I think for us, like we're a very decentralized organization in terms of how we build things. We have different buckets, right? Our listing committee is that's probably the most sacred group within Binance. That's walled off from the other business divisions and from walled off from other developers as well. Okay. So it's obviously there's a lot of hearsay and rumor that I don't want to comment on.
Okay. Are there any new listings that you can tell on Binance?
We should be able to announce something in the next couple of weeks.
So what kind of?
I can't comment on it right now. Sorry guys.
Okay.
Just wait. Follow us on Twitter.
All right. What are actually your 3 favorite projects? Can you tell something about it?
For me personally, I actually don't invest or trade. So
No?
I don't. Yeah, I mean, I'm a big BNB holder. So so if you want me to
Get paid in BNB?
yeah, if I get paid in BNB. I'm a firm believer in sort of the value in BNB, and we're building. We're gonna have more use cases of BNB in the real world. So I think that's something to look forward to.
And is Binance also considering a stablecoin, perhaps? I mean, you see all these other exchanges are considering.
Yeah, I think stablecoin. We hope we can have more stablecoin listed on Binance. So I think that at the end of the result, I think we're quite agnostic in terms of what stablecoins, as long as you fit our listing criteria, we look to list more stablecoins on the Binance platform.
And an own stablecoin, perhaps attached to the euro or dollar?
Nothing in the plan. Nothing right now.
Okay, okay. Okay. The last question: what is really necessary for adoption of this digital asset of crypto? Because we still have 1% penetration worldwide.
Yeah, I think it's just to create more use cases. I think that's the most important thing. How do we make it, like, what we want to do is basically, how do you build what we call a frictionless platform? How do we lower sort of make it easier for people to access? And how do we build it into sort of like daily use? I think the more we can do on that front, the more. That's why I think, like, right now, there's a couple of things that's coming up. It's basically, we have the Facebook coin, the JP Morgan stable coin, and then we have various other corporates looking to issue their own sort of like stable coin currencies. I think these are all upcoming events that we think will move the needle in terms of general crypto adoption.
Is there also a possibility that you can sell your technology, because you develop lots of technology also for your own blockchain? You can sell it to perhaps private companies.
We don't. I think it's open source, right? Even for even for the Binance chain, for Trust Wallet, those are all generally open source software, right? So in general, we believe in a more open, decentralized world. So we are open to sharing our technology with people, unless they're core to our business.
Right. Thank you very much for your time. All the best with all the projects.
Thank you very much.
Yes.